Yo, back again. We're gonna be actually using banded backs caliber this time. I don't even remember if the first game from yesterday's video I had the banded backs. I saw the iron hands and I was like, this is my team. Because I'm the only one in the world that uses iron hands, of course. But, Garg's nice. I like Garg a lot here. In fact, Curse Garg could 6 on him. Depending on what his Gholdengo is. I need to get rid of it. If it's not Covert Cloak, then it's blessed. Not an easy game. All mons are grounded though, no ground immunity, which is good. So I'll use my Tusk to remove his Tusk, weaken his Tusk, and then Earthquake his team to death with Stealth Rocks plus Excalibur. And so I'm assuming he's going to try to over-index on the fact that he's expecting my Pelipper. Corviknight's a problem too. I mean, like for him. What's the worst case? So we're gonna guard to start this party. Banded backs would be an issue. I'm gonna Terra this early. I don't usually like to commit to Terra, but in a game like this, I doubt I'll be Terraing anything else. Actually does not have a dragon immunity, so I could glaive rush to kill the entire team. I just did not want to take an earthquake here, because if he's banded, it'll do too much. I mean, if you led with this, I'd assume you're banded and you're planning to. Okay, it's not covert. That's big. Him not being covert is a big deal. So yeah, unless that Pex is covert, yes, I committed to the Terra, but I think banded EQ is almost just as lethal. Also, just glaive rush period. As he opts for Tusk or Hurricane into the Pex was obvious, but I was like, Hurricane into Pex most tend to be AV these days. He's not AV because Hurricane did 20%. Is that Pex? The helmet or something? No, I don't see anything. Covert perhaps. Let's see. Seeing Sludge Bomb variants. He is Sludge Bomb. He's offensive. He could be. That's not good. That's actually really not good. I still need to run some speed on this. I'm gonna recover first. Infestation shit. That's a big that particular turn. Salcure did 11. I can Salcure again. So he goes to Gholdengo. I could have EQ'd there. Wouldn't have killed him, so good play. I think he's Infestation. The amount of damage he does, I'm pretty sure he's AV. And he specs Gholdengo. Oh, that's blessed. I mean, he's dumb specs. I am max for that. I don't know why in God's name he went Great Tusk. His Helmet Guard. I wish I had my so AV Pex in. I wish I had my damn. What am I trying to say? I wish I had my. So Glaive Rush blows everything away at this point, except Gambit, but he'd never go Gambit on this. So we're gonna Glaive first, because the Great Tusk likely comes in, and now I can EQ to a kill. The Rocks let me think. Rocks. My Tusk is really fucking good, but I don't want my Tusk taking any damage. If push comes to shove, what we learned from yesterday, I want my Corviknight to be able to Iron Defense. If he were to knock, he 2-KO my Pelipper, which matters, but it's not the end of the world. My Rocks going up is a big deal. His fucking Gholdengo being specs is a bitch. And the Glaive Rush did nothing. Alternatively, I could Garganical. Since Garg isn't sweeping, but Garg coming in would force a KO. I'd be staring down Gholdengo with Rocks up. Or I could have Great Tusk. If I have my Great Tusk, cannot EQ spam. Okay, so let's break this down to how we're gonna win. I think that's what's most important. Because his backs could be a lot of stuff. I don't want my Gargantico taking any damage. What's my worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is he goes to rocks. Actually, let's do this. So he pivots to backs, which I didn't expect. I expected crits me, which could have mattered. He's going for the fucking luck! Trash! You're fucking trash. I'm just angry. He did what he needed to do. So look, let's pay attention. Got the crit, got the flinch, and got the max roll. Pokemon's like, you thought it would be that easy, Jam? Jam. You thought it'd be that crit, flinch, max. Okay. So my most important Pokemon just dies. We're not gonna give up. Game far from over, but you could understand my frustration. Didn't expect Tusk there, but my Corviknight is really important. And now he just goes to Gholdengo. He actually leaves the Tusk in. I'm surprised by that. Now he Gholdengos, but that's not that important. Yeah. Predictable stuff. I'm really annoyed by that guard kill. That made the game so much harder than it needed to be. My Tusk is a huge problem. But one of these motherfuckers are going to try to Terra. That's why he's trying to keep it tucked. Now, his Tusk being pretty much gone is huge for us. The problem is that his Baxcalibur can Dragon Dance now. And my Corviknight is not. Like, you know, there's so many things that should not have happened here that are happening. Like, this is just such BS. Now 3 at KO. Fucking Justice, punk. Oh my goodness, the Justice is fucking delicious. My Tusk is really important. I have no business losing it here. If I get rid of the backs, I Iron Defense and this Corviknight. Corviknight just washes him. Especially because he already terrored. I also can wash him with just Baxcalibur's EQ. Straight up. I just can't have him Dragon Dancing. Especially because he's Terra Ghost. Oh, that's blessed. He's gonna have to go back to backs. He wanted the Rocky Helmet. Fucking A, and his Choice Scarf. That's so good. Cause now you can't go to nothing. You can't go to nothing for me. He has to go to Toxapex, but you know, obviously Tusk is all about the smoke. So it's a Soul Vest. I'm thinking whether or not it's better to get the EQ damage or to Rapid Spin. Because he's trying to set up for Gambit. If I EQ, I go Baxcalibur, Earthquake. If I Rapid Spin, backs would still have to take the damage. The thing is that I'm not certain that Corviknight one shots Corviknight one shots what's this shit called? King Gambit. What I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be a little bit more roundabout. We're gonna stall a bit because I want my Baxcalibur EQing this, but I don't want it to take any damage. It's fallen 3. Shit, I gave him the free Swords Dance like last time. He doubles out, which is a misplay. Should I have accounted for that? Yeah. Because if he Swords Dance there, I was done. you know, which shouldn't have been the case. Because with the rain up, his surf's gonna be doing quite a bit. Yeah, I made a misplay there. Because now I got a surf in the rain. He's gonna sludge bomb, but I would have had torrent, but now I have, as long as he's in range where backs can EQ for free. Why my boots? I guess I never changed it to band. I just changed it. That's why it was like that. I could have sworn I changed this shit to choice. That's why the Tusk took so little. And so that means I could have blew the Tusk away. Oh man, that's fucking lame. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be banded, but he low kicks, which is good. Falling for Katao. It's not doing 86. It's not doing 86. He'll do a lot, but it won't do 86. Actually, this was a mistake. Protect. If he's protecting, he might not have SD. But, yeah, this is strange. That's Sword's ass. So we're in a stall. The upside is that his body press, his defenses aren't getting boosted. Say wild charges. Wild charge is 48. The drain punch will hurt. See how much it does. If wild charge is doing that, little drain punch will do less. 41, yeah. So wild charge. I'm not in wild charge range. He's gonna go for the luck this turn. He drain punches. I'm actually surprised by that. Body press did 66. I played this pretty badly though. I'm outside of wild charge range anyway. I'm surprised he had wild charge. That's actually a very cool set. GG. It's not really GG, but so he actually had an opening with the, which is interesting because his gambit couldn't touch my Garganical, which made things even worse. But I was like, why did my Glaive Rush do so little to Tusk? But I'm like, okay, I mean, it's a great Tusk. So I was boots the whole time, thinking I was banded. Okay. We got the dub, which is what's most important. We are facing some sticky web stuff with Zoroark and such. No ground immunity. No Garganical counter. No water resist, which is the most important. I don't know what the fuck the damn spider does. If it has something beyond what it does that it can do to me. I don't know if it has Terra. I don't know what the fuck that shit's supposed to do. But let's assume he gets the sticky web up. Because what I don't want is for him to start with the spider and bluff it being Zoroark. If it's Life Orb Zoroark, what's the worst case scenario? You can't guard against backs, it's EQ. I could potentially Ice Shard end game. I want to be careful of his Gholdengo. That could sweep me if I'm not careful. Like literally, if it's plot Gholdengo and it's. So what I'll do, I can't spin first. He has 2 ghost types. Rocks first, then spin. He's gonna stand. He's gonna stay in the first turn. I've come to learn these guys do stuff like that. You could skill swap. What does that do? What did that just do? Skill trap. What's his ability? Skill trap. Not skills trap, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Theta. Silk trap. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I knew you'd stand, punk. I knew you'd stand the first time. Nah, I'm just spin spamming. Because I can't have him get webs and spikes up. If he doesn't get, as long as he doesn't have webs up, I'm good. He knows that. There he finally goes, Gholdengo. It's Balloon. It's Balloon. I knew the Gholdengo was gonna come in eventually. Conditioned me decently. As I said, this is a problem in and of itself because of its speed tier. So if I don't get any damage at all, I'm in a bind. I really need my Tusk. Let's say nasty plots. Like that could just beat me. I have to knock off here. Shadow balls, which I'm glad he shot a ball instead of making it rain. Based on how much that shit did, it might have killed me. Excellent. Come on! He won't knock me out, but that's such a big fucking deal. Surf here. Thunderbolt? Where the fuck am I? What? I mean, it worked, I suppose, right? That's an issue. I have to tear my backs, which would cause issues for my Great Tusk. But this is a big enough problem to where that might be worth it. Damn. I need this gone. Oh, he focus blast. Focus blasted. I should still be faster than the spider. It's probably band backs. See ice moves. Or is loaded dice. See loaded dice. Garg is really important. Let's say Dragon Dances. Not Iron Defense and Eat. Yeah, Corvi is more important. Icicle Spears. Garg might have been better. I mean, I still have the Ice Shard. My Ice Shard is really important, so I'm keeping it tucked. That did a lot more than I expected. I guess that's why they run fucking Icicle Spear. Jeez, that did a lot to me. Because now he's Ice Shardable, which is the big thing. Inteleon, if I don't preserve this, I mean, what else is this going to be used for? Inteleon's actually a little better. Terra Ghost, that doesn't matter. What is he doing? What the fuck was that just now? He thought I only had U-turn. Even if I did only have U-turn, I mean, now you're fucked up because now you got to go to this and you can't even knock me out. The hell were you thinking, bro? Now you're Ice Shardable. Very poorly executed by last part there. The Gholdengo having fun. I mean, like, talk about a worst case fucking scenario. That Gholdengo is an issue. The Iron Treads should always lose to my Tusk and my Inteleon. So Bax should knock it out. Thank God I'm actually banded right now. That's a blessing. That's amazing. And he can't switch because obviously he dies to rocks. The spider thing is odd, but it's just opening up my Tusk, and it's getting to the point where my backs and my yeah, the rain turn was actually very clutch there. I don't think he factored that in. He was like, oh shit. So Treads comes in. Problem with Treads is that I got a Tusk. Ice Spinner, huh? It's a good play. Earthquake though every time. Get that damage so I can Ice Spinner's doing decent damage. I don't like it. It's probably a roll. But Treads is weak. I mean that because Inteleon's coming in. Because it matters. The Zoroark's an issue. So Spidox comes in. So it goes to Zoroark. Unless this is... I mean, the Zoroark matchup is what I wanted anyway. The Treads... I can curse on Treads. He'd have to be like Specs Grass now, right? Yeah, Terra Blast doesn't even kill me. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna one-shot me with? I don't even think Inteleon is heavy. I'm actually still quite fast. I'd be faster than his Spidops, even with minus speed, so he sacks it for that reason. Because he knows Tread's weak ass wasn't killing shit. I don't even think Tread's weak ass can kill my Excalibur. Well, maybe not. So I'm surprised. I think I may have played this dude before, man. The Ice Spinner. Why does that feel like something that would have got me? Oh yeah, the Treads is only at 37. I don't know why I thought it was higher on health. Or I remembered it being higher on health, rather. Okay, this is a critical turn. He could be like some max defense shit, but in which case he wouldn't be able to KO me, I don't think. Is it better to cure? Yes, it's better to cure. Because cure is super effective. I mean, not super effective. Your cure does 25. Let's say, because if I EQ'd and he took damn near nothing from it, I'd be in a bind if he can't kill my backs. So, Saw Cure guarantees 50%, and none of my moves guarantee that unless I curse. So now I can just EQ and say he knocks me out, right? And now Ice Shard guarantee knocks him out. Almost clicked the wrong thing there. But yeah, what a tricky little team, man. These gimmicky teams are, says the guy using an Inteleon, but I can explain. It was just released. So we got the most deadly player on the ladder. It's in this 1500s. You know, to be the most dangerous ones, man. I want no smoke with this guy. So what I'm looking at here is a potential Excalibur obliteration with the Ice Shard. It'll cover for Terra Flying Taunt, which is a big issue for my Iron Defense Corviknight. Iron Defense Corviknight, watch this, bro. I just need him to give me his Gholdengo early and not be Thunderbolt. I also wash him with Garg. Tusk too. I mean, what the fuck do you switching on Tusk? Very tempted to just backs, because I mean your initial lead would what be Gholdengo, then Pelipper would match up, get the U-turn. I wouldn't even need the U-turn, I'd just surf. Fuck you gonna do? In fact, I'm actually going to go Pelipper. He opts for the Roaring Moon early, which surprises me. Let's say Dragon Dances. So I won't die. What do I want to do here? Terra Fairy Garg covers for Valiant a bit. This helps me with Valiant a bit too. If it's not Terra, well, I could Terra this. Why would he go with this if he's expecting Pelipper? Let me check the rolls for backs. Because I'm not max defense, he would kill my Pelipper in one go. Excalibur, OU, Choice Band, Roaring Moon, assuming it's no HP. Ice Shard does 80 to 95. If I go fucking Corviknight and he taunts me, I won't get any damage. Corviknight's too important. I mean, him sacking his only water resist is blessed. Right, this is... He didn't Terra yet, so I just fucking made a big mistake. I don't know why I expected him to Terra flying first. So I'm like calcing it in my head as he's a flying type. But if I just got the U-turn damage super effective there, Bax knocked him out. So I'm going to lose my Pelipper here for no good reason. That was a mistake on my end. Let me think. I guess I could... that was a fucking big mistake. Fuck it. He actually crunched and I survived. I don't know why I didn't aggro. So unless he's Terra Steel, yeah, that, I mean, he sacked his only water resist. My Pelipper should not be dead though. So these are subtle little mistakes. I'm knowing that these are mistakes that are a byproduct of just rust. Like, I'm not in the motion. There's one thing to theoretically know a thing. I'm sure you all have been in situations where, because now this is an issue, right? But I'm sure you've all been in situations where, let's pick up some motherfucking kills then. I'm gonna give you my Pelipper, but I'm gonna fucking turns of hell are about to be unleashed upon you. Of hell. Because you're just going to lose mon after mon. Give me that. 1. Give me that. 2. Give me the next one. Like, bro, we don't fuck around. Like, we do not fuck around these parts. So you're scarfed, huh? So you're scarfed, huh? You like to be scarfed, huh? But I need to confirm it. Confirm that he's scarfed. If he is, I actually don't want this gone. If he's scarfed, he shot a ball. What the fuck am I gonna do about that? Oh, he's didn't. That bluff did not work, boy. I thought about the pros and cons of all that. Talk about a washing. I mean, quite literally. That's why it's such a strange. I mean, he was 1500, right? So, you know, you may have not had a game plan. Usually around that level, you haven't mastered that art yet. There was something that I was saying. Oh, yeah. Usually, I'm sure you've been in situations where you'll say something to the degree of, you know, I knew I should have blanked, but when I got in the game, I completely forgot, and you're at the end of, you're about to get swept by something. It's like, oh shoot, I was supposed to keep my blank alive or blank healthy just for this Pokemon, and I just got lost in the midst of the game. And that's because your awareness drops. But also, well, your awareness drops, and because your awareness drops, your play, because you can't solve a problem you're unaware of, right? And so that's why I'm always asking questions. Questions are really the only, I wouldn't say the only, but it's the cardinal skill in Pokemon or any cognitive game, chess, right? You're always asking yourself things because it brings light to a particular part. So if I go, what can I deal with on his team? If I never asked myself that, I would not be aware of it. You think you're aware of it, but you're not aware of it, right? It just feels like you are, but if you pay attention to your battles, you realize you weren't aware of what was the problem until it hits the field and you're like, oh shit, right? And so I'll do it right now on the show. So if you're following with me, I say, okay, what is a big threat to my team on his team? And then I'll go down and say, Walking Wake, what do I have for that? Not a damn thing. So that's one. Paw Knot, funnily enough, low key, if it's like some random grass knot shit, could be an issue. Hatterene, Skeledirge for one. When I was building this, I was like, you know, Terra Fairy Skeledirge could give me trouble. Yeah. But let's see. And if that's Water Absorb Cloud, which it likely is, it's even worse. My fucking Garganical though? Sheesh! And Rocks plus Icicle Crash. If he terras that Skeledirge, is gonna obliterate him. Fucking Clodsire. It could be unaware. If it's unaware, then Inteleon goes to work. There are consequences to me assuming it's unaware. But if it is, Ice Beam goes hard. That fucking Skeledirge is just a great glue, which is it's what teams are supposed to be like, right? Tusk is annoying for him. So yeah, we're gonna play into Garganical's annoying nature very, very early into this. The Walking Wake, I think I'm a Terra Guard early too. I don't think I have a choice because that Walking Wake is too problematic. I think I can take 2 specs Hydro Pumps. I might not be able to. If I'm wrong, it's a big deal. I'm not careful, but I have a lot of Spadef. And it's very risky if I'm Terra Water. So Cloud comes in, she allows it to be cured. She's gonna commit, yeah, I figured. Hazard up. It's just whether or not his Skeledirge is sub. If it's sub, he's in a bind. If it's not, is it worth cursing? No, it's better to keep EQing. This is what we're talking about. Garg is gonna be an issue. His Clodsire switching now is a big deal. I'm faster. So calm mind. Cool. It's not cool, but you know what I mean. Hydarine runs so many different things these days. But the key thing is to not just let it get his health back. Right? The Corviknight is actually the one of the few games where Corviknight is not that great. So Draining Kiss is it's an awkward spot for me. I'd like to position better, but his rocks do matter a lot. But I should be able to spin fairly easily because he's always gonna have to Corviknight or Hydarine. One would assume that I'd U-turn anyway, but I don't know what his initial switch would be. The Clodsire. Are you unaware or not? He asked for Walking Wake. I've already terrored. Yeah, his Hydro Pump is a bitch here. I got nothing for it. Inteleon is really important, and it's like my only fucking solution to this Walking Wake, which is insane. Like I have to mid ground because I know he's gonna Hydro Steam. That's specs for sure. So Ice Beam first. He may Hydro Steam once again. Corviknight. Could have U-turn, but one, he's gonna U-turn for me. The mindless U-turn is coming for sure. That won't knock my Inteleon out. The problem is I can't. I guess I could Garg. Garg's positioning isn't bad. It's just that if he does not heal here, like if he's not careful, my Baxcalibur will start washing. But is it worth? Oh, Inteleon is not gonna be. So he's gonna U-turn here mindlessly. A Roost, actually. I'm surprised. Okay. All right. Let's reposition Garg and then. He does now U-turn. But as I said, Garg's positioning was impeccable. If I went Garg on, that was a good Roost. I didn't think he had the. Usually people just mindlessly U-turn there at this level of play. But good. That was a good play. If I was on a higher, if it was a higher level, I'd be like, okay. I likely Roost there. But similarly, we're going to batter down on this Hydarine to the point where it can get to a kill by my Great Tusk. I'll just have to play this patiently. It's really that simple. He may be Mystical Fire. I doubt it. If he does, I don't think I die. I think I have some Spadef. Yeah, Draining Kiss. So Walking Wake slash. No, Walking Wake. I'll steal Brave Bird here. Not because I'm making a prediction. I don't think he has Mystical Fire. Yeah, I figured. I was trying to figure out what his other move was. So it's Nuzzle. So this is not in his best. This position isn't in his best interest. Not in. You know what I'm trying to say. This isn't his best situation positionally. Corvi's awesome defensively. Skeletor, please fucking Roost, thank God. Very good Skeletor there because it covers for everything. And what the beauty of this is, it allows me to get my rain back up, forces Skeletor to Terra if it's going to, and I get to scout out what he is. Because if he's Hex, which if he's Nuzzled, then he might be Hex, which is way better for me. That means Garg can come in for free. So if he Torch Songs there, we get to U-turn, scout out whether or not the Clodsire. If it comes in, then I know it's fucking. So Corviknight's in, perfect. If Inteleon, if he wasn't damn. So let me think. Clodsire was the rocker. Corviknight showing U-turn. You know, it's funny. I was gonna EV this fucking. It's gonna EV this fucking Tusk to be slightly faster than. Well, that's a relevant calc. I want to spin very badly, but I also get so much mileage from going Garg because his Corviknight is slower than me, and so you can't go comfortably into anything in particular. But I gave him rain, which helps his walking wake. So if he goes walking wake, so I'll do is I'm gonna go Tusk. I'm going to spin. Even if he Brave Birds, that's blessed. I'm gonna think long term because the fucking Excalibur needs to fucking roam. And if he goes Skeledirge, then I get to knock it off, which is a big deal. That's not something you want. But there's nothing, no pivot he can make that would make this a good play. I'm very surprised he goes went Skeledirge, because if he gives the Walking Wakes item away, then it struggles with my Garganical. Now this particular turn he won't, because it'll be in the rain. But the Skeledirge has to go for, has to take either Earthquake or a knockoff. Yeah, so it gives me the Skeledirge's item, the Heavy Duty Boots, to Will-O-Wisp, or in theory Will-O-Wisp. I'll Earthquake the first turn. I'm trying to force the Terra. There's a big Will-O-Wisp miss, obviously. But I was more, the Tusks burned or not. It matters, but it's not. That wasn't the big thing for me. I needed his Skeledirge to be burned. To be... Wow. He actually just sacks it. Very, very surprised by that. Tempted the rocks, but Hatterene should come in. I want to take his lefties, though. Because Skeledirge, it seems to be Fizz Def, which is good to know for... So here comes the Hatterene, but we'll just rapid spin here anyway. Doesn't matter. So we got our goal achieved, which is why I thought that was such a strange exchange. Strange exchange. So now it's about positioning for the Skeledirge not to be able to do anything. Now what's interesting is that the Palmot could have its way if I'm not careful, right? And so the rain's gonna be one more turn. Yeah, positionally Garg is just best. Even if the Skeledirge does get a little bit of slacking off, the rocks are up. I mean, his heavy duty boots are gone because I know he's U-turning. There's nothing I could have positioned that would have been perfect there. Soon I'll be able to Ice Shard with backs. Very surprised he goes to Hatterene because one, you won't be able to Drain Punch enough health back. Draining Kiss enough health back. And then your Walking Wake. Well, I suppose you could... So how do I want to... The Palmot is the big thing. The Palmot can Revival Blessing. But the Skeledirge completely losing its item was the big thing. And I'd assume Corviknight's last move is Defog. So it's going to get to a point where I can just Ice Beam his entire team. Or he will just not be able to get past his Garg. But since he's Wisp, I don't see how once I curse he beats this anyway. So truth be told, the Garg's already won. The Garg's already prevailed. So we're going to do first his Curse. Drain Kiss isn't doing any damage, plus I'm pretty sure he's going to switch, yeah. And this is beautiful because it allows for the Corviknight's going to U-turn out into what? This doesn't really matter what he U-turns out into. I should curse it. Let me think. Because Salt Cure, I don't want to get pressure stalled. No. Even if he were to do that, he can't Roost. So, because I'm thinking, should I Earthquake this turn? Because he likely sack, right? Problem is, you can't go to Palmot. So you may Walking Wake. I don't know if it has Hydro Pump. If it has Hydro Pump, it's gonna hurt. But it's gonna be a prediction the next turn. Do you leave it in? Does it miss? All these things. And so I'm likely gonna see a double the Palmot. But I want to put the Palmot in a situation where it has to go for. So it's Terra Water, Hydro Pump. That blows. That blows a lot. Because that would have 2-hit KO'd. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he committed his Terra. That's a big miss right there. I understand the forfeit. It wouldn't have killed Garg because of how much Spadef I had. But it would have done probably like 80%. He needs Garg at like 10% or 3% to get rid of it. Because it's going to recover versus Claude versus Core versus Hatterene. He needs it super low. But that's why it's such a fucking devastating beast. And this is somewhat why people run Terra Water, and I get the Terra Water. Like I think in most, if I wasn't running Rain, Terra Water would probably would have gone with. Because Terra Water, I wouldn't have to worry about anything. The only way the walking way could even touch me is with Draco, and I don't need to explain why Draco isn't doing shit. And when I'm Terra Fairied, at the very least, I'm not neutral to fire with the Torch Song. So I'm still, you know what, I choked that game away yesterday. I was super tight with myself. I was like, man, that's some rookie chokes. But it happens. I got over it. But yeah, so hopefully y'all enjoyed Inteleon putting in work. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.